got a question for Mr. Biggs.
Go ahead.
Didn't God create all those other nations?
What's that?
Did God create all those other nations that he basically wanted killed?
The ungodly nations.
All the ungodly nations. Did God create them too? Was his children?
Yeah, he created the whole world.
Okay, so what made them other nations ungodly if there's only one God? Because I know you're finna say, well, they worship other gods, but if there was only one God, then why did he have them killed if they wasn't worshiping him? Like, I mean, just explain that, because how you gonna kill? It's like you're saying I created all my children in my house, but I'm only gonna have a certain amount of certain children kill the other children because they didn't follow me. I mean, would that be just?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. If your mother told you not to put your hand on the stove because the stove is on and you still did it, what do you think will happen?
You'll get burned, but that's not me killing. That's not me having my kids kill each other though. Like your God have his kids killing each other.
Well, God is a law of order, so he'll do what needs to happen for a reason.
Okay,
so it's just like with the coronavirus. You're going to get mad at God just because the coronavirus is here? Well, God allowed it to happen, but that doesn't mean he condones it. I mean, God allowed things to happen for a reason.
So if God is all knowing, then what is his reason?
His reason is because he's all knowing. He knows
that's not answering my question. So what is his reason if he's all knowing? If it's an all knowing God, he knows things are gonna happen before it's gonna happen, then he allowed it to happen, then what was his reason for it? It sounds like to me your God just playing games with people, because that's messed up, because we don't know what's gonna happen in the future, but he does. So basically if it's God's plan for all this stuff to happen, then what was his reason?
And he had a reason for, like, it'll blow your mind, because like what he told Adam and Eve, you can eat of every other fruit of the tree.
Wait. Freddie, let me ask you something right quick. You say that God is all knowing and he created Adam and Eve. But if God is all knowing, that means he knew before he created Adam and Eve that they were going to eat of the tree. So God set up this stage for Adam and Eve to sin, and then punished entire humanity for the thing that he knew was going to happen before he even rolled the dice. Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm saying is that he gave man free will. So he gave them free will so he can have a chance to.
But if God is all knowing, then my free will is null and void, because if I have the free will to either sit or stand right now, but God knows what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit or I'm gonna stand. Well, nobody knows but God what I'm gonna do. So after I remain seated, was my will free if God knew 1,000 years ago that that's what I was gonna do? If God is all knowing, there cannot be free will.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my time with this. Okay. So, but okay, the analogy that I gave earlier about your mom told you that the stove is hot. Don't you put your hand on that stove, and you go and put your hand on it anyway.
Hold on, Mr. B. Mr. B.
Yo.
My mom's not all knowing though. Yes, she's my creator, but she's not all knowing. So if I put my hand on the stove, I'm gonna get burned. That's my consequence. But for a person that's all knowing, that's gonna know that we're gonna disobey him, and then we do it, and then act surprised that we did it, and then he wanna punish us forever. That's playing games, bro. Like, why would a God do that? You know what I'm saying? If he know what you're gonna do thousands of years before you do it, then why would he punish you for some stuff he already knew you was going to do? So you going to heaven or hell was not even your choice. You had no choice. And also, if you go to Ephesians 1:11, it says that you are predestined to do God's will. So are you telling me that we are more powerful than God to undo his will?
Well, it's a lack of understanding of what his will is, which is why you have to be led by the Spirit.
What is a spirit? I don't know what that word means.
Spirit, okay. Spirit, when we go to Genesis 1, Genesis, I think Genesis, this will break it down for you.
Hey, Kweli.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, does that sound like an argument of special pleading?
What's the special plea?
Well, when he was basically saying that it's like a lack of understanding that God gives us free will, and what he was basically saying.
It sounds like a cop out to me. It's saying it's like saying I got a girlfriend, but she go to a school and nobody knows her. She go to another school, so you ain't got to prove to nobody that you got a girlfriend because she go to another school. That's like they saying, the reason is God works in mysterious ways. I can't answer that question, but God know the answer. That's a cop out.
Okay, here, Genesis chapter 1, verses 26, right here through 27. I want you to read that. Any one of y'all could read that. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26 through 27.
Genesis chapter 1. And God said, let us make man in our image. So is God one person or two people? Because it says our image right here.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
It says us. He said us too. Who is us?
I'm gonna just remember. Let me read it first. It says, and God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, over all of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them.
That's it. So that's where the free will comes in. He gave him a choice, the first male and the first female.
Where does it say that he gave him a choice at? Why are you adding to the Bible? It doesn't say nothing about God giving nobody a choice. It was talking about the creation story. He created male and female, you know what I'm saying? And also, that's two separate creation stories as well, because if God created male and female in the first verse, in the first chapter, they have to go back and create them again. That means God made a mistake.
Well, if you...
Because it says right here that he created a male and female, but then it says on another verse that he created Eve out of Adam's rib, right?
No. Yeah, no. I know. This is verse 27 says, so God created human beings in his image. So do you know what an image is? No? Do you know what an image is?
I know what I use the word as. What do you define the image as?
Image is it's like reflection, like of.
So God created man in his image. So that means God is evil, megalomaniacal, a maniac, murderer, just like human beings, right?
Nope. Man is the one that messes up because we sin every day. God don't sin. He don't have nothing to do with sin. That's why he sent his only begotten Son.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, let me ask you a question. So how does God know, if God never sinned, then how can he know it's bad? How can God know what lust is, what sin is, if God never experienced it? If God has never done this, how could he know?
No, how can he be all knowing if he doesn't know those things?
Can we revene next time?
Yeah, you can just say, I don't know, I got to look into it, I'll get back to you. That's fine. It's a lot of stuff I got to, rain check on. Okay. But let me ask you this. Is God all powerful?
Yes.
Can God make a rock so heavy that he can't lift it?
Yes, he can.
Well, then he's not all powerful because he can't lift the rock.
No, we can't lift the rock.
No, God. I said, can God create a rock so heavy that he can't lift it?
No, there's nothing that he can't do.
So he can create a rock so heavy that he can't lift. I'm asking you a question. Can God create a rock so heavy that God cannot lift said rock?
I don't understand the point of your question there.
The point is to show you that the concept of an all-powerful God is an oxymoron that cannot exist. But I just want you to think about it, because these are questions that a lot of people never take the time to think about. So I'm asking you one more time. Can God create a rock so heavy that God cannot lift said rock?
Well, let me ask you something. Do you believe in God at all?
It depends on what you define as God.
Well, what do you define God as?
A non-existent being. What do you define God as?
All powerful, all knowing. He's more than one mind can understand. Nobody understands fully.
Okay, let me stop you right there. If nobody understands God and he's more than one mind can understand, how did you conclude that was true? If that's true, then you just ruled out. I shouldn't even.
You let me finish talking.
Well, you just told me that your God is so mysterious that I can't understand it. So what's the point?
If you don't want to understand, you won't understand. I mean, if it's already in your mindset that all of this is...
Ma'am, it's not in my mindset. That's why I'm asking you the question. But you returned my question with the question instead of answering the question. So let's bring it back. Let's rewind it a little bit. Can God create a rock so heavy that he cannot lift said rock?
No, because he created everything. There's nothing that he can't do but sin. That's the only thing he can't do, because he hates sin.
So you're saying God can create a rock so powerful, so heavy that he can't lift it?
No, you are reading it out of context, bruh.
That's not a contextual question. That's not a context.
It's really yes or no.
Who are you guys? And what?
Well, my name is Kweli Kush, ma'am. Who are you?
I'm Freddie's mother, and I'm wondering why y'all ganging up on my son.
Oh, so asking questions is ganging up. First of all, this is
because you're not giving him opportunity to answer a question.
Ma'am, I think this show is being streamed live on YouTube right now, and everybody sees that we gave him ample time to speak, probably too much. All we are doing is asking questions, and if that is a problem for you, maybe you should ask yourself why you have a problem with people doing nothing but asking questions. If your God cannot stand up to a few measly questions, how weak of a God is it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do.
These are just questions. Questions cannot hurt you. If you don't know the answers, just don't know them, or you can say, I don't want to answer that or anything. We are not insulting anybody.
Listen. My son is special. He's special. He loves the Lord. That has helped him in his life.
How do you know that?
Ma'am?
How do you know that?
How do you know anything? How do we know anything?
Come on,
you just said that God has helped you. How do you know that? How you know he wasn't doing it himself and just giving his credit to God?
He knows what he believes. He believes in what he believes in.
Okay, is it a belief? Does the belief make something true? If I believe that I'm 7 feet tall, does that make it true?
Oh my goodness!
Wish I could turn that off. Get out of here.
Get this man.
Ma'am, if I believe that I'm 7 feet tall, does that make it true? Hello? Ali oxygen free.
Man, what happened? Biggs, Freddie. I know his mama. Dang, bro. that killed our show right there. I hadn't even made it to work yet. I'm in the car right now. I'm with my big brother. My brother, he conscious too. And he just sitting here killing himself. He had to take a drag on his black, man.
Oh, man.
Can't believe that, man. I'm sorry about that, Kweli, man.
We didn't get started.
We ain't even started yet. The show ain't even been on but 30 minutes.
Yeah, man. It's all good though. I mean, I know it's not easy answering these questions if you ain't never answered them before, man. It's not easy, bro. It's scary, you know. It's scary for people because this is stuff that they've been believing their whole life, and you know they scared. Like you said when you introduced your show, like these people doing this stuff out of fear. I know I was when I was a believer. It was a lot to do with fear.
Right.
So. She probably terrified, you know, just trying to protect her son. I get it, you know what I mean? I'm not mad.
You know, it was so disrespectful that she called her son slow. I mean,
she kind of did. She kind of did.
Yeah, like, man, that was so disrespectful, man. Like, you ain't gonna let this man speak for himself. He came on in his own will.
Right.
It's free will, so to speak. But man, I ain't even made it to work yet. I'm down the street.
Yeah, like
the
that was something, man. I wish we could have continued the conversation, but I mean, tomorrow's another day. But can you I'm gonna get into some videos, man. I guess since we ain't got a guest no more.
Yeah, hey, sorry about that YouTube family, but I can call into the show, Kweli, and give you the number. I'm probably gonna log off and go into the comments because it's gonna be real noisy at my job. So peace and black power to my family. I will be in the comments, y'all. But tune in next Sunday, man. I'm gonna try to bring somebody else that probably will stay a little bit longer than 30 minutes. Okay. So this day, you got the floor, Kweli.
All right, bro, man. You take it easy, bro.
You too, black power, bro.
For sure, black power. All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, we're gonna get into some of these lying-ass Hebrews. I want to thank my guests for coming in. I know it wasn't your decision to leave. I don't hold nothing against you, and you're always welcome to come back on the show anytime you want to come back, brother. All right. So, on to these lying-ass Hebrews. I don't know why Hebrew Israelites like to pretend like the Bible is talking about African Americans. And, you know, it was brought to my attention that not only are these people under a false perception, but some of them know it. So that mean they lying. And we finna expose these niggas today. Alright. Let me check my Palm Pilot, get my shit together, man. We gonna go to break. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds.